Good morning, everyone, and welcome in this lecture that revolves around ethics of digital media. So, as usual, before we start, let's have a quick introduction. Digital media ethics refers to the principles and standards guiding the responsible creation, distribution, and consumption of digital content, encompassing issues such as privacy, intellectual property, and accuracy. This topic emphasizes the balance between innovation and ethical responsibility to ensure that digital platforms remain reliable sources of information for users worldwide. Through this lecture we will explore the main digital media ethics principles that frame media practices in the digital age. So first of all, what do we mean by ethics of digital media? Ethics of digital media means all the principles or the standards that give us the frame, give us the guideline that we follow during creating and distribution the content on the digital platforms. It is very important to follow these ethics in order to obtain the trust and the respect of audiences and the public in general. Okay, again, we're going to have a definition of digital media ethics. This term refers to the moral principles and professional standards that guide journalists and content creators in creating and disseminating content on digital platforms. Why digital media ethics are important? Why are we obliged? Why do we must to follow, to respect the standards or the ethical standards of digital media? First of all, because it maintains public trust, it ensures accuracy and fairness, it protects sources and privacy, it prevents misinformation, and it supports respectful communication. Okay, so now we're going to shed the light on digital media ethics principles. The first principle is transparency. Transparency means being clear and open about who is behind the content, who wrote the article, who disseminated this content, and the intent of its creation. Why did we create this content? This helps build trust and credibility with the audiences. The second thing is objectivity. Here we need to maintain objective. We don't have to work for some people's interests and neglect others. We don't have to show that our opinion is with or against something. We have to remain objective. Objectivity means presenting information in a neutral and balanced manner. Journalists and content creators should remain objective to enhance the credibility of the content and help audiences form their own opinions. Because when I give a neutral piece of information, I'm not telling the audience that this is the information. I'm not going in a specific how do we say, I'm not supporting any part. I'm not giving them any hint about the opinion they have to form. No, I give them the chance to form their own opinion. They are free in forming any kind of opinion they want to form. Another principle is accuracy. It refers to ensuring the information is correct and reliable, This involves verifying facts using credible sources and avoiding the spread of misinformation or misleading content. It is essential for maintaining the integrity and quality of digital media content. So we have, as journalists, we have to be very sure about the content we're publishing, and we have to be very aware when using some sources. They need to be credible, they need to be trustworthy when we use them or when we choose them, okay? Because accuracy is widely important in digital media content. Privacy, it involves respecting personal information and handling data responsibility. So as journalists, I don't have to use the personal data of the users of the platform. I don't have to post any information about the private life of other people. I don't have to post any content that might cause any harm to particular individuals or any organization. We have also accountability, which means the responsibility of the journalists towards the content created and shared. It means acknowledging mistakes and correcting misinformation when necessary. As journalists, when we, of course, make mistakes, we need to say that we have made mistakes. We need to apologize from the audiences, and we have to correct the misinformation or the false information we have given to the public. Once we know what has happened, we need to be accountable in order to gain the respect of the public we're dealing with. What you have to memorize here, the key takeaways: trust is built through honesty and accuracy. Fairness and neutrality are essential. Responsibility goes beyond publishing. Respecting privacy and being accountable are the key to ethical digital media practices. Here we arrive to the end of this lecture. I wish you understood every detail of it, and I will be more than welcomed to answer your questions.